Hi, people. This is Gio of Aroundtable and
Steven, thank you for tuning in. Movie night again. We're going to go see Dune Part 2.
Okay, so of course this director Denis Villeneuve,
Denis Villeneuve.
and then it got 94% on Rotten Tomato and 95% of the people. Now it's Timothée Chalamet. He's a better pronouncer than I am. Then there's Zendaya. Then there is Austin Butler, which I freaked out because he told me when was one trailer.
Mr. Elvis, yeah.
And he goes to me, he goes, I see the fighting sequence. He goes, you know what that is? He goes, what? That's the guy who plays Elvis. I go, ooh, and I see the cinema and all through my head. Elvis has left the arena.
Yeah.
But anyways, and there's Leah Seydoux, and there's tons of other actors and
Christopher
actresses.
Walken, Dave Bautista, Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem.
But then
Can't forget
there's so many.
It's a list of who's who in this movie.
Of course, is she Walker there? Was Christine Walker? Walker?
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
And I want to tell you about Dune.
To Sandy.
Because I saw him in Dune. He didn't talk like that.
But he sounds more like the guy from Star Trek.
Yeah. I can't do it on demand. I'm not
William
that good.
Shatner, in case you wonder.
I want to live.
I don't know why he's imitating
Because the
me.
ship in danger. Okay, all right.
So you want to start or I start?
Please, sir.
Okay, here it is. When you do a movie right, and there's the storyline is nothing to do with comic books, which you already have a lot of fans following and everything. It's not. And oh yeah, this guy read Dune. I didn't. Okay.
Years ago.
Doesn't matter. I'm proud of this guy. Okay, so here's a guy who never read a book and everything. You go in there, it has everything. There's just enough romance, action, adventure, women power. In there's a lot of women, and there's also women power who manipulate people. You know, even though men say, "Oh, I'm the strongest one," but get manipulated by the women. Mystery, solving background, and everything. So certain things you happen to cost a person's grandfather. You don't understand, and it goes, "That's my stepsister." Another, you can't get to understand this. This is a classic of all classics. I mean, okay, my Mother Nature alert was going to my head. Please do not drink before you go to see this movie, because I was dying. I was once in a while I would look at my phone. It's like, how long is it before it's finished? It goes 1 hour and a half. Oh my God! But I endured it.
Be dry like the desert.
Yeah, well, I wasn't.
Me too.
I was looking at the future, how the planet will go, and all the paradise it is. So this is continuation of the Shani and the three men against the conspirator and all that. And I'm so mind bumbled right now at how amazing it was done. And don't forget, there's nothing colorful here. Oh, the sugar part you see it becomes black and white, and it makes you think of World War II. And what I like about the story, the writer himself, okay, and Denis done an amazing job, is if you look at it, when he changes his visual and everything, it reminds me of all the great wars from history, from all the way from the Roman Empire to the Crusaders, Vietnam, the World War II, and he brings them back, and you kind of feel for all those wars in this movie. The trauma, how many people get, how the normal people and below get manipulated by the higher power for the money, but they manipulate you with the faith. Oh, it's for the country, it's for your loyalty. Amazing. There's no way of looking at this movie without saying that you didn't pick up something from something else. There's so much to learn out of this movie. It's like look, this movie for me, my dream is to get the uncut version that ever existed. I'm willing to watch 5 hours of this movie. Okay, look, in the theater 3 hours. How'd you find it?
Pretty quick. I was happy.
And that's how I felt when I went to the watch show. It went out pretty quick too. But anyways,
like my honeymoon. Sorry.
It's spectacular. I mean, this is I call it oh yeah. And I told Steven, we never seen a lineup this bad. The last time was Dune or another movie, give or take. I mean, it's more like one every year, and when we came out of the theater, it was a humongous lineup, and like, wow, you know, when we seen last week the Madam Web, thank you very much. There was nothing. There was a handful of people in the theater. So personally, I'm in the high 90s. I'm in cloud 9. It's beautiful to actually see a movie that's visually incredible. And there's almost no colors inside this movie. If you think of it, it's all like nature's color, you know. And the visual, the storyline. Oh, like Denis Villeneuve, he goes, he loves the sound thing, and you see in the faces. There's a lot of actors and actresses that he put in there. They're doing an amazing job. Just look at their visual, the wrinkles. It's like you don't have to say nothing, and you can just see in their face what they're saying before they say it. I'm speechless, even though I talked a lot there, but Steven's turn.
All right, so this is the reason why we go to the theater.
Yeah.
Villeneuve makes every scene epic. You are sitting there going, it can't look better than this.
No.
It looks better. You go, it can't look better than that. It gets better. Everybody does their parts phenomenally well. There's the action that's amazing, the drama that's amazing. There's parts that you laugh that has every emotion going.
We're laughing like
for
crazy.
the right reasons.
Yes.
Everything is for the right reason. This is one of the best movies I have seen in years. If you like Game of Thrones, the way they mix politics, religion to control the people, this is another example of that. This is, again, the reason why guys like me and him are still gaga goo goo going to the theaters.
Oh, yeah.
I was like a little baby. I was drooling. I was laughing. I was like doing my inner child was going, I want to go back to Dune. You know, I'm going to go back and see this movie because I was just bombarded with everything. Believe the hype. But you know what? I'm going to say, if you think this is all action and just like your regular summer movie,
or Hollywood movie.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. It is an intelligent movie. It is made to make you think
A lot.
to go through all the emotions. But the visuals will bring you into that world like nothing else I've seen this year or as far back as I can
Because think
remember.
of like he says, the visual. It's nothing spectacular compared to Avatar with the color and everything. But the thing is, it feels like it's a part of it. Like you actually see the future or the past of another planet, and you're actually seeing it in front of your face.
Yeah.
It's so realistic. The dragonfly helicopters makes you think of Vietnam, right? But it's so, oh my God. Look, let's do it this way. My gallbladder was full. I was willing to endure the pain because I didn't want to miss 30 seconds of screenplay. That's how bad that I didn't want to get out of there. He's right. This is the classic of all classic. Like 1 and 2 automatically is like, wow. I can see Villeneuve going no wrong the way it is, and this is probably going to be the biggest movie for a long time. Maybe let's forget about the money part. Let's think about just how they were able to make people think negative of the theaters again.
Yeah.
Magic word. A lot of people go, oh, I will wait until I watch it at home. Oh, I'll wait until this goes to the next flick, whatever. This one here went to IMAX.
Yeah, you have to go see IMAX.
But I would drool. I'll be drooling right now if it was 3D.
Oh my God.
Because the things they could have done with 3D.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Because it was already realistic.
Yeah. Imagine. Yeah.
All right, Steven.
I'm in agreement. What I'm gonna say is, remember back in the original Star Wars trilogy, that set the bar of what science fiction entertainment can be. Now, for smart science fiction, engaging science fiction, visually epic science fiction,
And historic at the same time.
yes, this sets the bar. Anybody coming out with a science fiction movie after this, you have a lot to live up to. Villeneuve is now one of the masters.
Oh yeah.
I think there's Spielberg, there's
Not Lucas. No, it's not
what's
that.
his name? Christopher Nolan, and there's Villeneuve, there's Martin Scorsese, but Villeneuve has now proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that he is master class filmmaker. In my mind, he is one of the greats now. He's up there.
Oh, it is a classic above classics. I mean, it brings science fiction to a realistic point of view. You know, example like Madam Web. You see, you know, it's science fiction, but you're like, yeah, okay. This one here, you actually believe that this could be happening.
Yeah.
All the science is close to reality, in a sense.
Yeah.
They don't over exaggerate certain things. And the act, you know, even Batista was amazing in this role.
Yeah.
You see,
Everybody.
like you see camera, like flack on his face, and you see his expression of fear or he's like peeved off and everything. And it's back to what certain war cinemas. If certain people do not believe that they should be losing, they're just too positive, they do the wrong mistakes because it's backfiring, and those back mistakes makes it even more worse. There's so much things I might regret after this podcast.
It's going to take a while to
finishes.
us to process. We did it right out of the theater.
Yes,
This
nothing
is a movie
done.
that you need to let it sit with you. And I think it's going to be one of those movies, the longer you let it sit, the longer you go, oh yeah, this, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate. This is like a fine wine. It gets better with age. And I think this is going to be a movie, it's going to be the movie that everything has to live up to now.
Because I thought it was like the hype. Well, yeah, okay. How many hypes do we have?
Yeah,
We
exactly.
actually heard and went there, or sometimes the hype is are negative or positive, and we see the opposite way, kind of thing. And certain parts, me and Steven disagree, which I love that part.
Yes.
You know, because agree to disagree there. But this one here, I don't. Before I go to a movie, I don't listen to other people's opinion because to me, I don't want it to taint my thing. But until you see titles and whatever. This one here, it's you have to go look. Whatever time you want, you have to go see the cinema. Let's put it this way. You have to. If you're in a low budget, okay, go special night. I ain't gonna make fun of you because we do it also. You know, because that's how we're able to see more movies with the budget we have, kind of say.
Exactly.
If you go, I'm gonna go there at night and pay full price, good for you because it's worth it.
Yep.
It's worth it completely. Anybody gets below 90s, something's wrong with them. For me. I mean, because maybe it's not their kind of movie, got forced into it, and then it's like they're right. Because got forced into watching a movie that's not their cup of tea. But as Steven says, if you're into a sci-fi person completely, okay, this is to another phase. It's like, it's really, for me, it's wow factor. I mean, if there was an uncut version, I would go see it. I would drink less. You know?
Yeah.
I will go to these military posts, little places, and I buy those jet planes uniforms that you can actually pee through your thing. Then you have it, so you don't have to go crazy. Just go like that. Oh yes, it's so good.
Too much info, and if I ever see you wear one, I'm not sitting beside you.
But I'm gonna go to these military outposts of surpluses. Look, every pain you have, it's worth it.
But like I said, it's not like your typical standard. This is not Star Wars where it's all fantasy. It's based in, religion, military advantage, history, you name it, politics. It's real life placed in another world, but it's so well done, you are drawn in. So it may not be for everybody. So if you're into strictly like fantasy, you may have a hard time with it. But if you're looking for quality sci-fi, I don't think there's anything going to come out better
that's like
this
the
year.
part where Chalamet he asks for the hand of Florence Pug.
Yeah.
Okay, automatically, you know what that is, right? In the good old days of the kings getting another empire to make peace, then he gets bigger kingdom with less war. He goes, I'll take your daughter, and that finishes the war, and this land belongs to me.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things in there. But the writer, look at it. They not made the visual of the writer realistic. But kudos to the writer.
What I'm going to add is there are a few, from what I remember as I read the book like 15 years ago, there are some differences from the book to the screen. And most of the times I will complain and say, it's not like the book. It's not like the book. There are some differences, but it works for this movie and you will not be angry about the changes. And I'll leave it at that.
Personally, look, after this finish, I'll be jumping up and down because I emptied it already, and I loved it. So go see it. If you're a sci-fi buff and everything, money worth it big time. I'm probably like
Full
Steven.
price, whatever. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter,
I'm gonna come
doesn't
see it
matter.
again. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to.
IMAX.
I have
You
to.
have to see this in IMAX.
Well, whatever you decide. Because some people don't like IMAX because they find it bothersome. But IMAX,
If you can't handle it, please, you do yourself a favor.
because IMAX, the thing good about it, the chair
Yes.
for 3 hours,
Yes.
you could endure.
Yes.
The other one, I don't think so.
And now we're gonna go search for those AMC worm cups because I want to see what this.
Oh,
I'm very curious.
yeah, but I heard there's people using it for X-rated reviews. Kind
Well,
of
as
shit.
long as we don't do it together, I'm okay. I want a cup.
And before I forget,
Don't judge me. I want the cup.
Dune, I love how the people of the desert, the freemen out there, how they recycle other people's things. It's wow. You know, like certain parts, I go like, I think it'd be a stupid. I'm sorry to make this longer, but it's wow. Okay, there's so much things. Okay, they kill these soldiers, and I go, okay, they don't do these other stupid things. They don't take the weapon and everything. It's like, they don't kill with the weapon. It's the water. And
But they do
that's
take
all
the
I said.
weapons too.
Yeah, but the water is the most important of everything. You know, like when a person cries, the guy will take this person's tear. I'm not gonna spoil it, and he licks it, goes, "Don't waste it." And my favorite line is Chalamet says it when the mother goes there, "Be like your father." Goes there, "Your father doesn't believe in revenge." Goes there, "But I do." Love that speech.
Yeah.
Love that line. So you guys. Me and Steven are in cloud nine. I got a halo right now. I think I'm close to heaven there. It's beautiful to finally see a movie that I can't see nothing wrong with it. It's perfection. It's closest to perfection that there is for a
I'm
sci-fi.
gonna give it the high 90s like the Rotten Tomatoes.
yes.
I'm up there.
Big time.
I'm happy. I'm very happy. My inner child is screaming joy right now.
To me, and also my geek in me
Yeah.
was the happiest guy in the world because everything in there, it's very sci-fi, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of sense in a desert storm and this kind of thing. So, like I'm Steven, I'm in the high 90s, man. I'm not a little baby, but I'm gonna go to the store and everything, buy a lollipop. So I feel like a little kid right now. So that's it. So G for the round. Oh yeah, subscribe because Steven does that. He's the most smartest guy for that. Subscribe, put your likes.
Hit the likes. We thank you so much for tuning in and listening to two old geeks freak out over a
And,
movie.
and thank you for enduring me pronouncing all these actors. And that's why I make Steven do it because he's like, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I almost forgot about it. This movie is a movie like Shakespeare.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
For me, it's a science fiction Shakespeare movie done in the cinema. Because there's no... You can see one dialogue went wrong in there, you can't find it.
No.
It's beautiful. That's it. I'm on top of it.
See you soon, guys. Take
Ciao,
care.
guys.